welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would bring you out for an update on the large in-ground garden and the flower bed that I planted out front. I'm standing in the large in-ground garden bed, and as you recall back in March when we were getting the gardens ready for the season, TBK tilled this with our Rowdy in-ground tiller, and he opted to do a trial for us to see what it would be like if he didn't weed it first. And as you can see, it's a jungle. Highly do not recommend. All the grass has come in and it is crowding out the different plants that are trying to grow. Our son did come in and do a bunch of planting of corn and some pumpkins and I think some melons, which you can kind of see a pumpkin growing here in front of me with a melon off to the side. There's some random volunteer tomatoes through here, like this one here that's flowering. It's doing pretty decent. We got some volunteer sunflowers from a previous year, and then rows of corn in the back. The way that corn fertilizes is you have the upper part that has the pollen. It opens up and spreads out, and that has all the pollen particles, and they drop down with wind and shaking to the ears of corn with all the silk on there, and for each of the strands that connects to one of the kernels that are on the corn, and so you want to get as much of the fertilization on that as possible so you have a full ear of corn whenever it's all said and done. And if you're not getting much wind, or you know rain is coming soon when it's in peak tasseling time, you can go through and kind of shake them if you don't have much. If you have fields of corn, you're on your own. But if it's something like this where it's a little bit, you can go through and shake them and make sure that the pollen is falling down and getting fertilized while you have it open. But you can really see it's getting crowded out by the grass. So TBK is working on going through here and trying to weed that out to help clean it out some. Just kind of difficult to do with the heat we've been having. It's been in the upper 90s to hundreds here. So it is well worth your effort, as you can see, to go ahead and pull the grass out when it is smaller. Even if you till it up and it's loose there and then you pick it up, don't leave it in here, because even if it has a few roots left on the ground, it'll still thrive and it will just take off in your garden and take over, and it'll be a huge mess for you to have to maintain. So take care of it, squash it while it's little, and it'll save you work in the long run, big time. Now let's go take a look at the flower bed out front. Here we are up in the front flower garden, and if you remember right, TBK used the Rowdy tiller to get this one cleaned up as well. And this one, he did pull out all the grass. We did still have some weeds that came from the compost pile because it had sat, it didn't kill all the seeds. So I've just kind of been coming through and weeding it as we go. I don't remember all the flowers I planted. I grabbed a bunch of packets that I had sitting around, some that were older, and hoped for good germination. And we've done okay. Some things did not, like foxgloves, I know, I was looking forward to those and I got zero germination on that. But we have sunflowers in the back that are getting bigger and getting closer to blooming. We have some pretty flowers here in kind of purples and pinks. They're the same kind of flower, just different colors. And I believe they were mixes. I'm not sure what the names are though. I can't remember. We have some right here that haven't bloomed yet, but they're getting really, really tall. In amongst all this, we have some tomatoes that cropped up and a couple of melons. And then in the front, we have some nasturtiums and I think zinnias. I think. But they're just beautiful, beautiful colors. So I'm gonna be coming through and making a beautiful bouquet pretty soon. Go ahead and harvest some of the ones that have bloomed before they wilt. But I just wanted to get out here while it was blooming and show you how it is looking. It's looking fabulous, and I'm amazed that the deer have not attacked it.
this is the best latch system that we use. It's manufactured here in Texas, and found these online and absolutely love them. So much easier than using these. You can bolt them on, you can weld them on, just depends on what type of post material you have. But all you have to do to open it is you literally lift up on the latch, and that drops the horseshoe, the U, at the bottom. And then you simply lift it back up, and that will close the gate. Our animals are not able to get their noses in here, they're not able to get their hooves in here, so they're not able to pull this up, that we can just walk along, pull it up, and then it drops the U and allows us to use the gate as we need to. And it makes the process of going in and out of all of our gates so much more simple. I've got these almost all the way around the ranch now, because this is such an easier way of getting through than using these old school chains and wrapping it around and hooking it through here. Yes, these work, but they take a lot of time, and they also have a lot of play in them. Whereas this, as you can tell, it doesn't have a whole lot of play, and so our goats aren't able to pull like they could with this one and actually try and weasel themselves in. Typically they got their head stuck, but now with this it allows such little movement that I don't have to worry about it at all with this new setup. So I definitely recommend looking at this. It's the best latch system, and manufactured here in Texas. We'll have the link in the description below if you're interested in picking up one of these for yourselves.
Thanks so much for joining me in the two gardens to do an update. I hope you enjoyed hanging out and seeing how things are doing, seeing how not to do it, how to manage it, and how to make your life easier in the long run. I hope you enjoyed the flowers that I've got going as much as I am. They may bring a smile to my face every single time I see them. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.